mean, when you got to say Lancaster, it speaks volumes, doesn't it? And every time I've watched it hundreds and hundreds of times, nearly never, it always gets me. Every time, never without, never fails. But it's just there. You know, when you get it up, it's vibrating, you see. When you get to a certain speed of the engine, it gets it. It's everybody, I think. Yeah. There isn't another sound like it, you know.
It's amazing to see how the Lancaster emotionally affects people. And when you turn around after a taxi run and you see tears running down people's faces because of the emotional attachment they have to it, whether they had a family member that flew them or not, just what a Lancaster means to people, it's incredible really. I think that's why we're still here, why we're still operating, because of the emotional attachment. So it's an honour to be able to please people in that way really. And we certainly wouldn't change the way we operate with the aircraft, in that it's probably about the only Lancaster people can really get hands-on with and get on board, really appreciate for what it is, rather than having to stand 10 or 15 feet away from it and not really be able to smell and feel what the aircraft's about, and get closer to their family members and relatives that operated them. It's strange really, because a lot of people ask me what it's like to operate a Lancaster, that kind of thing, and to be honest I know nothing other than it. So the question fires back, well, what's it like not to really? So yeah, my children will grow up in the same vein, I guess, of not knowing anything but having it here. They will certainly be told of how special it is, but that isn't lost on me, shall we say, but equally there's about a similar level of responsibility with it as well. I wasn't pressured into joining the business and carrying on where Fred and Harold have worked, and equally they won't be. It needs to be a natural progression really, with an interest to do it. It's going to be amazing to hopefully one day see her fly, see her take off. It's an increased risk of course for the aircraft, but it's going to be particularly emotional for myself, the family and the team here, because of what we would have achieved, but also what it would have meant to Fred to see it, to Grandad to see it take off. I always say he'll have a better view than I will, but yeah, it's there's many things I'm sure that were going through my mind at the time, and many tears down the face as well.
I think there's a lot of excitement about the prospect of the aircraft flying, but there's still a lot of work to be done to bring it up to the required standard technically, where it can be certified to be airworthy. So I think it's all very exciting, it's all moving in the right direction, and I'm sure that one day this aircraft will fly.
Well, we've got to look after it, we want to get it into flying condition, and then the decision will be made. I mean, it'll not be our decision to say it's airworthy, it's the CAA, Civil Aviation. It'll be their decision to say, as far as they're concerned, it's airworthy, but it'll be your decision to fly it.
As those Merlin engines fire up, the smoke billows back into the slipstream created by the propellers, and Just Jane trundles along the runway. We see epitomised in that aircraft the strength and power of Bomber Command, and in that one aircraft the dedication of the people seeking now to bring Just Jane not only back to life as a machine that can taxi, but back to life as an aircraft in its element, in the skies where she belongs.
The near-perfect remains of a medieval ship found on the banks of a Welsh river in 2002 sparked one of the most colourful detective stories of its time. Don't miss the mysteries of the medieval ship, here on PBS America next.